Hello, my name is Roya, and today I am doing my mid-month wrap-up. My reason for doing a mid-month wrap-up again this time is because a lot of the books that I've read so far this month are from the library and I have to take them back today. So let's get started. I already talked about A Court of Thorns and Roses in a review, and then after that I read Crown of Midnight by the same author. This is the sequel to Throne of Glass, and while I enjoyed Throne of Glass a lot, that book was mostly just setting up the environment a lot more, and this one actually gets into the plot and the character development and the setting and all of that. So this one is so much more action-packed, so much more stuff happens in it, and it's amazing. So even if you've read Throne of Glass and didn't like it as much or something, I still recommend picking this one up because it is so much better. I read Every Last Word by Tamara Stone, and this book is about a girl named Sam who has really, really bad OCD. Like the kind that those of us with mild OCD wish we had so that we could actually admit that it was a problem. And Sam's case is not helped by the fact that she's friends with the popular girls and has been since she was 5, and she is so judged by them and manipulated. And they don't know that she has OCD. They don't know that they're making it worse in a way. And so this book is about her finally figuring out how to make new friends and figure out who she is without the popular girls. And this was so good. There was actually an exciting twist at the end that usually I feel is very overdone, but it was done so well, and this whole book was really brilliant, honestly. For someone who's not particularly fond of young adult contemporaries, I've been reading a lot of them in the past couple months. This is Since You've Been Gone by Matson, and this is about a girl named Emily who is best friends with a rather daring and outgoing girl named Sloane. And at the beginning of this book, Sloane and her parents disappear without a trace and at the beginning of the summer and leave Emily with no one to hang out with or anything. So all Emily has of Sloane is a to-do list that she is sent. Sloane's to-do lists typically include really crazy things that even someone who's not as shy as Emily would never do, but Emily does every single one in an attempt to have some sort of connection with her missing friend. And her life like changes before her eyes because she's actually getting out of her comfort zone and doing all of these crazy, crazy things. Then I read Witches in Red by Barb Hendee. This is the sequel to The Mist-Torn Witches. It's about two girls named Amelie and Celine who are sisters, and one can read the future and one can read the past. In the previous book, they already solved one crazy mystery, and in this one, they are sent off to solve another one, and this book is just as good as the first one. This is a lesser-known series, but I feel like it should be better known because it's really good. Then I read These Broken Stars by Amie Kaufman and Meagan, and this is about a soldier and a spoiled rich girl who get stranded on a deserted planet when they are the only survivors of a spaceship crash. And the planet that they're on is really weird, and there are all kinds of questions to be answered. And this is such a good book. I seriously couldn't put it down. I actually couldn't put most of these books down. That's why I read them already so quickly. I also tried to read The Wrath and the Dawn, and this is a new release that's been pretty popular lately. And it's not that it was bad or anything. Honestly, I feel like if I actually owned a copy and this wasn't a library book, I would finish it, or at least get back to it at some point. But I just felt like, as far as fairy tale retellings go, this one didn't bring anything new to the table or anything. It's basically the same as the original source material with a few things added in. But I've read other retellings of this same story, and I didn't feel like this was any different, really. The only things that I do think that they were smart to add in were the fact that the girl has a love interest already when she goes off to become the king's next bride, aka sacrifice, and she also has a real reason for volunteering for this, and it's because her best friend was the king's previous bride, aka sacrifice. But other than that, there aren't really any interesting elements that separates it from um, other retellings of this story. So I feel like it just wasn't for me. But I might get back to it at some point because I really didn't find it bad or anything. Like, it just wasn't really. I just had a lot more books to read, so that to get to, so I just didn't really want to finish it. Anyway, that is my mid-month wrap-up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will have another video up soon. Bye!